is there something that's related to shame? Maybe it's our Catholic upbringing. Maybe it's thinking of nakakahiya to talk
There.
about money, to talk about how much you earn. So I just wanted to kind of pick your brain on those cultural viewpoints about Filipinos and
I
money.
think it is that nga yung hiya, and just like it's a taboo topic. That's really what it is. People
Uh,
don't like to talk about it because we attach so much of our self worth when it comes to money, and when we make mistakes, right? Like when we make costly mistakes, nababaon sa utang. Medyo nakakaya siya. Like people get really yeah, it's really embarrassing for people. Or like when it comes to salary levels also, when you compare, diba? Like magkano na kinikita nito, how old is parang 20s lang siya, pero ganito yung kinikita niya. Ikaw, ganito na yung taon mo. Like, this is how old you are na, tapos ito na yung kinikita mo. Yan talaga, we attach a lot of value when it comes to money. And also, just like the power dynamics behind money, that's another thing, right? Like, parang, like, you're a lot more powerful, people look up to you, your status is up above. So people treat you better when you have more money. Parang ganun. It's just like a lot of things that play into it. And I'm like also because I didn't like start making videos about personal finance because I want it like in an evangelical sense of I will educate Filipinos about money. No, didn't. Like it was just something I super like to talk about, and ako when there's something that I like, I really enjoy sharing it also. And that was just what I did. Like, okay, I'm so when I get interested in credit cards or when I get interested in something, I would research the heck out of it. And I realized that that's not how people usually think. So when I was sharing it, and people be like, "What the heck? Why do you know so much?" Like if someone asks me about bank accounts, I can tell them everything there is to know about the bank account. I can tell them everything there is to know about credit cards. And I think people just like found that so funny because most of the people who talk about money now tend to be older, like tend to have made it in life. But here's this like 20-year-old talking about it, like parang huminga lang. So I think may parang amusement factor when it comes to like people when they notice that it's more relatable and someone's talking about adding memes into the videos when talking about money. When conventional expectation, you view money as it's a hard topic and yeah, it's very emotional. It's very embarrassing. We don't really want to deal with it. But like parang ignorance is bliss. But yeah, I think just like opening up the conversation about it, and I think it became more mainstream also. For people to create educational content, especially during the pandemic, and even until now, but almost everyone creates content now. Everyone's an influencer, so to speak. They have something that they're creating content on.
yeah. Well, as a subscriber who's been watching your videos ever since, it's not just the memes. I think it's really your enthusiasm when you talk about these things you're interested in. And I think people are just drawn to like people who are passionate about things. So yeah, I mean, really, I think you really contributed to, opening up the
There.
conversation and it's going against that shame
Uh-uh.
about money. Um, but I also wanted to ask about like, did you ever think about the strongest videos on your channel? Because I noticed mga millions of views yung concepts
There.
about investing, right? The G Invest
There.
ones, pag-ibig. And I think yeah, if you think about it, like investing is kind of like a mind
Right.
blowing concept, right? And it's not something I really fully understood as a kid or even growing up. Parang, oh, investing, it's like you set aside money and it will grow. I mean, and it goes against inflation and everything, all these technical stuff. But yeah, why do you think there's so much interest in like that concept
I
of
feel like just people just
investing?
want to get rich. Gusto ko yumaman. Because how
Totoo.
expensive it is to live now and how hard you need to work now in order to afford whatever lifestyle that you want. People just want like the easy way out. So I've noticed with videos, when it comes to like parang making money talaga, those mga thumbnails, typical YouTube thumbnails, paano kumita, ganun, ganun. Even though that's not, oh, wads of cash. Like, I try my best not to like do make videos like those because you don't want to like give unrealistic expectations to people. You're not gonna get rich by watching, like setting aside 20% of your like setting aside 20%. Like, yeah, good financial practices to have, but realistically, you're not gonna get rich working like a regular job and then ganito lang minimum wage. It's not gonna happen. You can't invest in a thing and it suddenly give you 1,000%. But there are content that's marang clickbaity like that. But I think it's just people just want an easy way. People want the hacks, no? People want to learn. People want to know, is there an easy way? Is there like a magic shortcut to get rich to make things better? But At the end of the day, the more boring types of content, like when I talk about how I set goals, when I talk about like my personal things, when I talk about my systems, people don't tend to watch those as much because nga, it just shows how easy or like how basic, how uncomplicated the things you need to do really have to be. People want to go to like, baka may secret hack, no? Like, I'll go through that. But people don't want to do the day-to-day, the gritty stuff talaga, the boring things. People don't want the boring things. So, I think that's why a lot of people tend to think about like investing, especially these days. Buzzword thrown around, passive income, mga ganun, diba? Like, it's just like thrown around, like, oh, be your own entrepreneur, be your own boss. People just throw these things around and then just give like notions of what could be possible. Now, if you do ABC.